Hi everyone. Right, I've got a new mould. I think it was from Temu. I think it was. It's one of those cheapy ones. But he's so cute. So what I wanted to try and do was use like a colour flippy bronzy colour and try to get like an antique 3D effect. So let's zoom you in. I'm going to get some brushes organised and let's have a go. So the powder I'll be using is one of these. It's a chameleon powder called Mermaid's Eyes. Can't remember what the brand name is, but I will look that up for you and link it. I'll also find the link for the mould for you. This is going to be a real easy one. We're just going to basically go in everywhere with this powder. Absolutely everywhere. Plenty of it as well. We're going to be quite liberal about this. And then I'm going to take off from the higher points of the mould so that we get like places where the black can show through, which will just be the black from the resin. That's the idea. So a dead simple one. So I'll put you on fast forward as I'm just going to splash this around and burnish it in. Okay, so as you can see, I'm nearly done. So just a few words about how we use these mica powders to paint onto moulds. This is one way to do it. You can either just go in all with one colour, or you can put different colours, up to you. You can brush it into the little details, get a little tiny brush and just a tiny bit of mica on your brush and you know, paint it in all the details. Don't forget, it's only the first layer that you put in, the one that's actually in contact with the silicone of the mould, that you're going to see. And some moulds just aren't shiny enough for this to work with. But this one I know is, because I have actually had a practice run with it. So, there we go. So what you can do then is either carefully go in with a little brush and paint all the details in, or you can do the slap it all over and then wipe it off approach, which is the one I'm doing here. Now, when you do this approach, what you could do is actually then go over with a different colour mica powder, so that the bits that you're uncovering are a different colour. You could do that. Or in this case, I'm just going to back it with black. Now, you probably know that if you back your mica powders with black, it makes the colours really pop. Black's great for that. So in this case, I'm just going to let the black show through, but what you could do is go over it with a black mica powder. I have got a black mica powder, so you could do that. But actually what I'm going to do with this one is just let the black resin sort it out for me. So I'm going to put some gloves on and I'll mix up some black resin. I'm going to put in some black pigment. Now the pigment I'm using still at the moment is the Vupa colours from Vista. I've got so many different pigments, but this one, for particularly when I want the darkest of black, is just ideal because you only need a very, very little bit. Look how pigmented that is. That's only 2 drops. So I'm going to get that mixed in thoroughly. And then we'll pour it into the owl. I hope this is enough. This is 80 millilitres. It's the Apex resin and it is 1:1. Apparently it's good for coasters and things too. It's got a high heat resistance to it. I haven't used it for that yet, but I don't do many coasters, to be honest. Perhaps will soon, I don't know. So as I was saying earlier, you can paint the mica powder in. I call that painting it in. It's the positive, it's the adding of colour. I tend to refer to this method as the negative application, because you apply it and then you wipe it away, so you get that negative space. So it's kind of like reverse application of the mica. Does that make sense? I'm trying to think of a better phrase for it, but it's apply it and take it off rather than apply it and keep applying more into the details and painting it in. So if anybody can come up with a good name, should we call it the reverse mica technique? I don't know. If anybody comes up with something better, let me know. Right, I'm going to just clean my stick off. People have been asking about these sticks again, so I'll just remind you, these are just cocktail stirrers. Buy them in bulk off Amazon. The link is in the description below, and I use them over and over again. Just wipe them off and away you go. Some people say that if you use wooden sticks, it introduces more bubbles into the resin. Maybe it does. I'm not entirely sure, but anyway, I find these ones particularly easy because you can just clean them up and away you go again. Okay, people, anybody who's got this mould, that was 40 of each of the 1-to-1 resin. And look, hardly any left. That's it. I'm going to see you for the demould in 24 hours or so. See you later. Okay, it's little owl demould time. Here we go. This has cured remarkably quickly. It really has. I'm dying to see what this looks like because those are those newish mica powders. Oh, that little bit hasn't cured quite, but never mind. Yeah, I've got a little bit of trimming to do around the edges, but I'll wait till it's finished hardening. I'll do that tomorrow. Oh, nice. That is nice. I don't know if the camera's picking up that little bit of colour flip in it. It's a bit of a pinkness. That is lovely. There we go then. I'll trim this up and we'll take some photos. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll pop the photos on the end of the video. So before I go, just wanted to say thank you very much to all of you who subscribed and to those of you who bought me a coffee recently. Thank you so much. I am putting the money towards buying a one of those resin bubble machines. Actually, no, I've already bought it. I've got to pay my other half back for it. So yes, the money's going towards buying some fancy new equipment so I can make more of this stuff better. So thanks very much indeed. See you all for the next one. Bye.